Hello and welcome to this video about Attack Vector, a hacking simulator for LARPs. If this is the first time you learn about Attack Vector, check out the description for a link to an introduction video. In this video I'll cover user management and the skill system. So here I'm logged in as a game master and I've switched to the users page. We can see all the users on the right, and I'm going to filter on hacker to see only the hackers, and we're going to look at paradox. So the basics first. You've got your username. This is what the other hackers will see when they interact with you. You've got your character name, which is mainly for GMs to know what character this hacker account relates to. Now you can also switch the type of an account to maybe game master or admin, but well, it's only useful if you want to make another admin or GM account. And finally, the icon is how the hackers will see themselves with their little icon, but they can change this themselves, so you probably don't need to do this for them. Now to the interesting part, the skills. So Attack Vector has a tiny skill system that will be expanded upon in the future, and currently there are 4 skills. The first skill, search site. You can see here what it does. It allows the hacker to search for sites and start a hacking run. So if the hacker doesn't have this, they need other hackers to find and start a hacking run for them, and they can join. So if we switch to paradox, here we can see that they don't have this skill and they don't have a search box here. Somebody shared the donut shop run with them, so they can join this hacking run, but they cannot start one themselves, so they're a bit limited as a hacker. And if I give them this skill, click here, switch back, now they can go here and they go so now they can start their run and start attacking the tutorial site. Second skill is scan. Just means that they can use the scan command. Right now they can't, so if I type scan here as paradox, it will say this command is not installed, and it will tell the player that that's because they're missing a skill. You can still attack the site, and when you do, you will enter a node that hasn't been scanned before, and this will trigger the scanning process. So even without the scan skill, you will still be able to scan automatically when you enter a site. But it has the disadvantage that you might trigger a tripwire and you don't have a plan on where to go. So there's still some disadvantages of not being able to scan. The next skill is the skill to create sites. So this will allow hackers to create their own sites. And let's give Paradox this skill and then switch to them, and now they will have a new page here called sites, and here they are able to create their own sites that other hackers can hack. So let's say Paradox wants to make a home for himself. He can do so, and this is just the site editor that game masters use, but now it's available for hackers. So they can do anything they want. They can add nodes, they can add layers to them, ice, whatever they want. And one way this can be useful if the players want to create tutorials for each other. Yeah, let's switch back to the skills. So finally there is the scripts skill. Scripts are a very rich topic with a lot of options both for players and for game masters, so I'll dedicate an entire video just to that. But note that if you don't have the scripts skill as a hacker, you cannot interact with them. Those are all the skills, but there's one more thing to explain. So it might be a bit tedious for game masters to configure every skill for every new character. So there is a template hacker, and in this template hacker you can configure what the standard starting skills are whenever a new player joins the game. So here it's set to search site and scan, so whenever a new hacker joins, they will have these skills and not the other ones, and this hopes to make it a little bit easier to manage your players. That was everything, so hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!